What's up, everybody? Michael here, head trader at True Trading Group, and August 29th, I'm red. So, I think I'm early. That's what I think is happening to me right now. I had two red days here now in a row. Yesterday, because those SPY put options that I just, couldn't understand why the market was so strong as it was yesterday. Now, we get some continuation strength in the SPY today with China confirming now that they do have talks scheduled for September, which is such crap because um, over the weekend, Trump said that they were having discussions again. They had a good phone call over the weekend, and then like 3 government officials from China were asked about these talks, and they denied all of them. And they're like, we don't know what he's talking about. We don't know what call, what talks. But now all of a sudden today, China confirms that there are talks scheduled for September. It's like, you know, you can't believe anything that comes out of that side of this trade war. You just really can't. They've been completely dishonest throughout the entire time. But that's what gave you really good follow through in the markets today. Today was a very strong day in the SPY. We gapped up, we pushed higher, and we held it. And these small caps have been really coming back to life lately. But the only they're giving you really, really good opportunities right off the bell, like right in the morning. But it's not lasting. So the momentum is dying within that first hour. You follow my channel, I've been talking about this now for probably the last, 1 or 2 weeks. I've been talking about how, if you're trying to short these small caps, all you got to do is wait for the first hour of the day to be over. Okay, once the first hour is done, you short the small cap runners. They've all given it back. They're all giving it back. But there's really good opportunity long right in the morning, and then they just give it all back. There's no afternoon follow. There's no afternoon continuation. And I pressed after it today, and I probably should wait until September. I saw some signs of maybe getting an all-day squeeze on MTC, and I went after it a little bit late, took a loss on it, and I'm sitting here red on the day. Also, that PSTV, which was a swing trade from a couple days ago that I made really, really good money on yesterday. I exited that swing yesterday for about $4.50 a share on PSTV. Entered that trade at 15.40 and was able to get some stock off at 19. Then I got back in at 17 and I dropped that stock up at 21. So that was really good. But I went after it again today for another short squeeze type move, only 500,000 shares in the float, and it just didn't have the juice. So I'm early. I really am expecting us to get within the next couple weeks that all-day explosive short squeeze. I really think it's coming. When you look at how these small caps are trading, they're giving you that pop. They're giving you that push, that momentum in the morning, and then that short comes in and just takes it down. But eventually, I think maybe once we get into September, the volume will be steady, will be more steady, it'll be more consistent, it'll be heavier, and that's what you'll need, and that'll squeeze that short out, and we'll get that all-day runner. We'll get that stock that goes from like $3 to $15 in one day. I really think it's coming. I'm a little bit early. I went after it today on MTC and PSTV. I thought maybe they were going to give me that type of a move. But again, the same story. That first hour, they die off, and it's a wrap. And that's what happened in both of these stocks. That's why I'm red today. So I think I'm just pressing it a little too much. I think maybe it's still August. We're heading into the holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend, where markets closed on Monday. So I probably shouldn't have been kind of pressing it today. I probably should just wait until next week and the week after, and I'm pretty confident we're going to get a big runner. I really do. So today I just have to eat my loss, and it sucks because yesterday I took a loss too. So it's 2 days now back to back that I'm taking a loss. I'm not happy about it. So we'll look tomorrow to kind of get things back on track. But let's get to the MTC trade. I'll show you guys the setup. What really got my attention on this MTC, so MTC had this big run right off the bell. Volume was real light, but it took off right off the bell, and it halted. When it halted, it put in this tail and then had a huge collapsing candle and then halted on the way down. The fact that this stock off the halt held, okay, it held the halt price, that is an extremely bullish sign. For a stock to halt that aggressively on the way down, open up off the halt and hold the halt price, you can see there's the halt price right there. You can see how it held support. That's an extremely bullish sign when a stock does that. So this trade line came up. You had a resistance here at VWAP. Okay, the trade line came up and then pushed the stock. Once you got above VWAP, we took off like a bat out of hell. And what I said to myself here, I go, wow, look at that volume. And I was like, this was such a strong move for this stock that I said, maybe now this is going to be the one. Maybe this is going to be the one. So then I sat here and I drew out my Fibonacci retracement. I drew out that previous high. So here was that previous high of the day. We broke through it, increase in volume. Then you take your fib levels, draw your fib levels out, and what do you start to see? You start to see that that previous high lines up with the 38.2 Fibonacci level, also lines up with VWAP, also lines up with the trade line. And I said to myself, man, this thing's really gonna go. This is a beautiful setup. You got a TTG triangle pattern in here. I jumped in long a tier 1 position right there in front of that support level. I'll take you guys to my trade announcements on the day. Here you can see where we at. Here we go. Long tier 1 at 474, stop loss 450. So there's the entry. It was actually in this candle. I'm sorry. It was actually in this candle. So there's the 474 entry inside the triangle, very low risk. If we break up and out, I'm going to add. We did break up and out of this downtrend line. I added to the position. Okay, we got this little increase in volume. Take you guys back. Added tier 2 at 480. All right, and you can see the volume just never came back. You see here, it looked like we were going to get the increase. It looked like we were going to get it, and it just never came back. The volume just completely died. Okay, completely died. In a hot market, you will see this volume, okay, you will see this volume start to look like this, okay, and that's when you get this type of move, all right, and that's the difference between the environment that we're in now. You're not getting that next leg, okay, the stock is just running out of momentum, it's running out of steam, and I stopped out of the position right here. I'll take you guys back to my chart now. So you guys see sold out at 440, all right, so right there, sold out at 440. But again, a really, really, really good setup. A really good setup. I'm pushing for something that's just not quite there yet. I think we're going to get it pretty soon, but I've got to pull the reins back until we're in that environment. So PSTV, let's get to that. Just an update on that one. That's where I originally bought it a couple days ago for the swing. That's where I sold it. Then I bought it back right there, and then right there is where I sold it. Came back in here today, and I was looking for more. Okay, I was looking for more today. I said to myself, I'm looking for this $19 level to hold support. Why 19? It was previously resistance yesterday, and it's also yesterday's closing price. So I said if we hold, okay, at that level, you know, this gap up, I thought we were going to go. Okay, I really thought that we were going to hold above this level, and we were going to start to squeeze. So right off the bat, we opened up, and I jumped in a tier 1 position. Okay, I just wanted to get some size in case this thing took off like crazy off the open. All right, so here you guys can see I took a tier 1 at 21.66, very small size, just to see if, you know, if we just took off. I wanted something. I didn't want to have to chase this stock, so that's why I just grabbed a little piece, tier 1, small size. I got 500 shares right there, and then we pulled back in and we held support at 19. When we held support there at 19, I thought to myself, and we put in this big, strong green candle, I said, okay, that's it. There's the support I was looking for. I added tier 2 at 21.75. I got 1,000 shares at 21.75. Okay. 21.75 was 1,000 shares for the tier 2. And then I added up to another, where we at? Added tier 3 at 21.14 just before 10 a.m. And that was another 500 shares. All right. So that's what we're sitting at there, guys, and it just didn't go. You know, it just didn't go. We weren't able to hold this level. I thought we were going to break out. I thought we were going to break out above this VWAP area. I thought the trade line was going to cross over, and I thought I was going to get that all-day squeeze, and we rolled it over, and I just bailed out of the position. So we just, you know, we couldn't get a, you know, we had this like downtrend resistance line that kind of hung in there, and weren't able to break above it, and then we had this little descending triangle form, and you just kind of broke it down, and The stock, same story, just never got the volume. You know, we just never got the volume. We really needed the volume to get through this VWAP area right here. We had this resist. This was the moment of truth. I should have bailed on this trade when we had this pullback. We were talking in chat, actually. I was telling everybody, I go, guys, this is the moment of truth. Right there was the moment of truth for us to get above this previous pivot resistance point, this VWAP resistance. If we got through that right there, that would have been it. And I felt like that was the moment of truth. But once this red candle was put in, I probably should have lightened my position. I didn't necessarily need to exit the whole thing, but I should have lightened my position a little bit on that, especially considering how thin this stock is. All right, so like I said, guys, a red day here for me today after being red yesterday, so I'm not happy about it. It's been a really good month of August. I've had a couple of really big wins, but you know, it just doesn't feel good to take a loss 2 days in a row. So tomorrow I'll be back at it. I'm going to be a lot more conservative. I'm going to stop looking for that all-out push and squeeze. Not on a Friday before Labor Day weekend. It's not going to happen. So I'm not going to be aggressive and go after that trade again tomorrow. But bet your ass in September, I'm going to be looking for it big time. And I think we're going to get one of those stocks that really burns short traders and gives you an all-day run. And then when we get it, I'll be ready for it. All right? Take it easy, guys. I'll see you in chat tomorrow.